What's up everyone, this is Graffiti Tutorials, and today we're going to be looking at what markers you should use for doing your sketches and that. Now I've got 3 different types. There are loads of other types out there, but to be honest they're all similar, all these alcohol based markers. These are the ones that most artists use nowadays because they stay wet for like a little while, so you can blend them and stuff, which is good, because if you get a standard felt tip you won't be able to blend it. It just overlaps each other and it looks horrible. So I've got 3 different types. The types that I've got the Graphmaster ones. I've got some ones called, hold on, I'll just show you one. I've got the Graphmaster one, and then I've got these Letraset Pro markers, and then I've got these ones which are called Spectrum Noir. These are the cheapest ones. So we'll go from the most expensive ones to the cheapest ones. Now these Graphmaster ones and the Pro markers, they're a similar sort of price. You can shop around obviously and you might find better prices than what I give you now, but I looked on eBay a minute ago just because eBay is pretty consistent with the prices, because a lot of the graph shops online sell their stuff on eBay as well, so you can find it just average price on eBay most of the time when you're looking for a graph product. So make sure you always look on there and Amazon first. But I just looked, and the Graphmaster ones for about 20 quid you can get a set of 12. The Pro marker ones for about 20 quid you can get a set of 10. They have different sets as well, so this was just one that I saw. So they're similar sort of price, about 2 quid each, 2-3 quid each. And then the Spectrum Noir ones though are like extra cheap. I saw a set on there a minute ago for 20 quid for a set of 24. So you get a lot more of them in there, but they do have little problems with them. They're pretty good markers though, so they're pretty good to start with. But anyway, so I'm going to start with the Pro marker first of all, and we're just going to look at how they blend and stuff like that. Right, so what I've done is for each brand I've picked out 3 similar shades of green, okay, so that we can get the get like a fair comparison between each brand and what they're like. So I'm just going to start off with a Pro marker, and we're just going to see what the blending is like. So we're going to go light to dark. Now you can get a blending pen as well, and all that is, it's just a clear pen, and you go between the colours and it sort of makes them stay wetter for a bit longer, so you can blend them better. So we'll do a blend with these first of all, light to dark. In the mid shade. And what I do with these when I'm blending them is I'll just go over it again between the 2 shades. You don't, to be honest, I personally don't even think you need the blender, to be honest, but if you find it better like that, then go ahead and do that. But that's the blend, pretty smooth blend to be honest. So that's the Pro marker, and just see what the lines come out like. So they've got 2 ends. They've got the chisel tip, which can give you lines like this, and it can also be really skinny as well. So I tend to only use this end really, and then they do have the little skinny end as well, which is basically the same as if you use the edge of the chisel tip. So that's them ones, the Pro marker ones. Now I'm going to move on to the Graphmaster ones. So we'll go again light to dark. You can see there's not a lot of difference in the colours really. So again, that's another nice smooth blend. So it's pretty similar to the Pro marker really. but I find that these ones, sometimes when you're using them and you're doing a sketch, they can be a bit patchy, so you might have to go over them twice just to make it a smooth coat. Like, personally I don't like it when it's patchy, but some people might not mind, I suppose. And we'll just take a look at the two ends. They've got exactly, all these markers that I've got here are exactly the same. They've just got the chisel tip, and then they've got the bullet kind of tip. These ones feel a lot smoother on the paper than the Pro markers. They seem to glide really well, like as if they've got loads of juice in them, so that's what I like about these ones. The Pro markers are really good markers though, so they're the ones I actually started off with. And then finally we've got the Spectrum Noir ones. These are the cheapest ones, so if you're looking just to start out and get a big set of markers, then you should start with these ones. So I've got these three colours. They're not, well, this seems like it's from a different shade of green to these two, but we'll see how they go. Now this is the problem with these ones that I was talking about earlier, okay? Basically, the shade that is on here, just half of the time it looks nothing like the shade that comes out of them. Quite a lot of markers are like that, but these ones are really bad for it. Like, I got a massive set, one of them cheap ones that I just told you about, and there was loads of different colours in it, but most of them come out like near enough the same. Either that or you get two where the lid looks exactly the same as each other, but then you use them and they're like the complete opposite. It's weird. Now I'll give you an example of what I meant by these Spectrum ones being a bit off with the shade of what's on the lid to what's actually in it. So this one, you can see it's meant to be like a sort of almost like a purpley sort of colour, but you can tell straight away, even when you take the lid off, that that is not the same colour, you know what I mean? This looks like it's a pink highlighter or something, whereas it's meant to be this shade of purple. So I'll just show you quick. You see what I mean? It's like a pink highlighter and it's meant to be a shade of purple. You can see there easily that that is not the same colour, and I found quite a few of them are like that. Not all of them, but quite a few of them are like that, so just watch out for them. But like I said, if you get a set and you carry on using them for a while, then you'll get used to them, what works with each other. And other than that little problem there, I think they're good markers, to be honest, and I've had no problem with them. I've done a lot of decent sketches with them actually. I'll show you a sketch quick that I've done, this little character thing. So I've done this with them. I think I might have used some other marker for some of the shades of grey and stuff, but I coloured all this bit in with them. And I also used them partly on this one as well, so they're not too bad, you know what I mean? Like, I use all my markers in every sketch, but I did use them on here, and I can't see anything on here that looks really bad, do you know what I mean? So you can use them, they are usable definitely. So yeah, just watch out for that colour shade problem. You get what you pay for at the end of the day, don't you? So these are the cheapest ones and they're still good markers, and you can kind of, even though there's shades in there that are like near enough the same, you can, once you get using them and stuff, you can sort of work out which ones work and blend well with each other and so on. So I wouldn't really discourage you from getting these, but they're not as good as the more expensive ones if you can afford them. So you can see here, it looks like I put the lighter shade in the middle, but when I was looking at the lids, it actually looked like that lighter shade was the middle shade, if you know what I mean. So you just got to watch out for them really. And again, they've got the same end, the chisel tip. These actually glide really nice across the paper as well, to be honest. They are really good markers for cheap ones, so definitely if you're looking to get a big set of markers for cheap to get yourself started off, then grab some of them, and then you can buy like these pro marker ones, you can buy packs of 6 and stuff, so you won't spend as much money, so then you can just add to your collection of these with the more expensive ones, you know. I'll also quickly show you a problem that I had with the Graphmaster ones once. I don't know if this happens with all the colours, but I was blending here a yellow into a blue, and where it was wet, nice and wet for blending, but the yellow like mixed with the blue and made this green shade. I don't know if you can see that properly on there, but that green shade is not meant to be in there. It doesn't look too bad, but I didn't want it in there, so that's a problem that I had with them too. So you're going to have problems with all of them, to be honest, here and there, but you just got to make it work. Do you know what I mean? You just got to get used to them and you'll sort it out. So the answer to the main question of the video, what markers should I use? My answer to that question would be use whatever markers you can afford, because at the end of the day these more expensive ones are better, but for instance this Graphmaster one, it's only just came out recently, to be honest, the last couple of years, so people coped without them all that time, so I'm sure you can cope without them now. You don't absolutely have to have them. They are better, but just get the cheaper ones if you have to and practice with them, because that's what I did, to be honest. I couldn't always afford all these things, you know, so as you can see, I haven't that one I only use the Graphmaster ones on. All these other sketches, I use a mixture of all the markers that I've got, to be honest. And you can't see any bad things in these sketches, to be honest, can you? So you can't see anything that looks really bad in them, so you can't tell the difference between all these markers if you know how to use them anyway. So just learn how to use them and you'll be fine. So if you like this video, make sure you click like. Let us know in the comments what markers you use, what works best for you. Also let me know in the comments if there's anything you'd like to learn or anything you'd like me to do a review on. And make sure you subscribe to my channel for more tutorials and reviews in the future. And also what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do some sketches using exclusively one brand at a time, so you can see which sort of thing you get just out of each brand. So make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you can see those videos in the future, and I'll see you in the next video.